The Cowboys coming off their biggest win of the year, looking to make it 2 in a row on the road in Atlanta. And Jason Garrett and his Cowboys taking the field here in Atlanta against these Falcons. Both teams coming in 4-5. It is a monster game where both are trying to, of course, chase their playoff dreams, and today it's almost a must-have game. Charles Davis is my partner, and I'm Kevin Burkhardt. So we start with these Cowboys. They come off their best win of the year at Philadelphia, and Dak Prescott, we spoke to him yesterday, maybe the most confident I've ever heard him.
I think the addition of Amari Cooper has helped him have that confidence because it solidified the wide receiving core. And Amari Cooper told Dak, who told us that Amari said this, I separate, you just throw the football. That gives a quarterback a lot of confidence. Expect them to take a couple of deep shots today.
And they're 2 games back in the division. The Falcons aren't going to win the division with the way the Saints are playing. So I ask you, is this a must-have game for them today?
I don't think there's any question about it. The Saints are too far out in front. Carolina's sprinting out as well. They must have this one, and they have to do it with offense. They need Matt Ryan, 2016 MVP version, Julio Jones playing Secretariat, and look for the running backs to try and create some space against those good Dallas linebackers.
Falcons had won 3 in a row, come off a tough loss at Cleveland last week, and so it's all on the line today with Julio Jones and Ezekiel Elliott. Falcons, Cowboys, big one in Atlanta, the kickoff on Fox. Coming up next.
Now this is Daddy's favorite song.
Alexa, play Dad's playlist.
Ooh, la, la. Ooh, la, la, la.
This Black Friday at Target, save on hundreds of deals. Deals on TVs. Deals on toys. Deals on Xbox and more. Doors open 5 p.m. Thursday, only at Target.
This is your car. You had a good run, but it's time to sell or trade it in, and you need to know what it's worth. With TrueCar, just enter your license plate and see your car's value in real time. Sports package and low mileage? Nice. Incident with a shopping cart? Not so nice. Sunroof? Real nice. Within minutes, you'll have a true cash offer, and you can head to a local certified dealership to cash out or trade in. Enjoy a better way to sell or trade in your car with TrueCar.
This Black Friday at Target, save on hundreds of deals. Deals on TVs. Deals on toys. Deals on Xbox and more. Doors open 5 p.m. Thursday, only at Target.
Pizza Hut Home Field Advantage, official pizza sponsor of the NFL. No one out pizzas the Hut. So will it be Ezekiel Elliott or maybe Julio Jones having the bigger day? Will he have the home field advantage? About to find out next.
I'm at the swing joint telling people that Geico's been offering savings for over 75 years. That's longer than the Buffalo Wing's been around.
Dozen wings.
And did you know that Geico offers motorcycle insurance? Oh, my lips are burning. No, my lips are actually burning.
Geico. Over 75 years of savings and service. See how much you could save at geico.com.
It's too hot. This is too hot, mate.
Bear hugging in a bulky jacket. Bear hugging in the Duluth Fire Hose Lumberjack. The Duluth Trading Fire Hose Lumberjack. Get limber, get jacked, get limberjacked. Only at Duluth stores and DuluthTrading.com.
I'm Matt Morgan. If you've been hurt on the job, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan. Pound Law, that's all.
John Jones Auto Group is celebrating 35 years of serving our customers with Chevy, Buick, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles. Get more choices with John Jones Auto Group.
Jude, it seems like the cold air is going to stick around for a while.
These fronts, they don't stop. They just keep on coming. Get ready to bundle up with some Thanksgiving changes.
And Keith Kaiser talks about a fun camp teaching your children a skill while you go shopping. Monday.
Thanksgiving is finally upon us.
Time to unleash the merry.
Okay, Dasher, just don't skip past Turkey Day.
I'd never. I'm talking about bundling up our gifts now at Bluegrass Cellular. We can save big and enjoy Turkey Day.
I'm all for spending more time together this season.
And spending less cash. We'll get up to $400 towards any tablet when we buy any smartphone.
That makes me merry.
Restrictions apply. Visit Bluegrass Cellular or shop online. Bluegrass Cellular, your community, expanded.
I'm Frank Arnold Jr. If someone tells you your furnace or air conditioner needs major repairs or replacement, why not get a second opinion? Like any long-term decision, it must be made with a great deal of thought. Give Prudential a call. We'll review your situation, give you the facts, along with a written second opinion. Investigate before you invest.
At Prudential, our job is not complete until you are completely satisfied.
Fox Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome back to Atlanta. I'm Pam Oliver. They have the roof open here at the Dome. You know, the key for any team is to win the battle along the line of scrimmage, but that could be tricky for the Cowboys D-line. That's because they have been ravaged by injuries, so much so that defensive coordinator Rod Marinelli told me they could even get desperate and go with linebackers in this position. Of course, that would be Damian Wilson who would take over. The guys who are in there will just have to play more reps. 2 starters and 2 backups are out of this game with various injuries. Kevin?
Pam, thanks. That's a lot. I mean, Charles, that's pretty rare. 4 defensive linemen down in one game. That doesn't happen very often.
You always have a contingency, but you don't think you'll ever have to exercise it. And the fact that they're even thinking about it tells you just how tough it is.
The good news is that their best defensive lineman, DeMarcus Lawrence, is playing. He's the guy that leads them in sacks. There is Dan Quinn trying to get his Falcons back in this playoff mix. They've had a ton of injuries this year themselves. 4th season head coach of this team. He's done a magnificent job against Jason Garrett, 9th-year Cowboys coach. Looked like they were down and out after a loss to the Titans. A huge win in Philadelphia, and now they're looking for another one here. And today they won the toss. They deferred, and here we go from Atlanta. This is Marvin Hall going to take it out. Patient running, and Marvin Hall is up to the 24-yard line, and that's where we will get to see Matt Ryan for the first time today. Against Dallas in his career, he's been excellent. He's 3-1. That's the most important number. A quarterback rating of 95.4, including a win last year here in this building.
He has a number of weapons to spread the ball around, but he really would like his offensive line to be able to take care of the running game and have that established so he can use that play action that he does so well.
Play fake. Pressure coming. Ryan just floats it, almost intercepted. Wow. Malik Collins had a chance to pick that off, and confusion on the first play as Ryan had some pressure too.
And if Dallas wins this game, watch it in the middle here. Number 96. He can't really get upfield, so he gets stymied by Alex Mack and just stays in his spot, and the ball finds him. So if Dallas wins this game, he's going to take a beating in the film room.
That was Karan Reed who got the pressure. One of those guys down on the depth chart. You'll see a lot more today with their injuries on that line. 2nd and 10. Fake on the run. Ryan's got a man wide open. It's Julio Jones breaking free into Cowboys territory. He leads the league in receiving. No shot there, and he picks up 28 yards.
And it'll be interesting to watch where he lines up throughout this game because the Cowboys don't usually travel cornerbacks. Byron Jones, number 31, is having an exceptional year at corner for Dallas. So let's see if Julio Jones lines up more on the side where Chidobe Awuzie, number 24, occupies and tries to work on him.
And that's where he is right now, bottom of your screen, lined up against Awuzie, Charles. From the 48, this time they will run it to Coleman, and nothing doing. Nowhere to go against this Cowboys defense, which is very, very good. Overall, they've got the 7th best defense in the league, but scoring-wise, Charles, they're only allowing 19 points a game. That's 3rd best in the NFL.
The #1 stat you want for a defense.
Yeah.
How many points do you give up per game? And number 55, Leighton Vander Esch, has been a revelation and a marvel. Their 1st-round draft pick at linebacker. Byron Jones playing corner as well as anyone in the league here in the early going.
Julio Jones comes out on this play. On 2nd down, blitz is coming. Ryan sees it, unloads it. Hooper, the tight end, tackled immediately by Xavier Woods, and a 3rd down coming up. So, Charles, these Cowboys don't blitz necessarily a ton, but when they do, it's effective for them. They've got 9 sacks off that blitz this year.
And I think a number of their blitzes today won't necessarily be blitzes on passing situations. They'll blitz the stuff, the run game, and wreck protections as well. So I think that Chris Richard, who's now calling the defense signals for the Cowboys, he'll be selective and pick his spots. But when he blitzes, he'll want to do some damage.
Randy Gregory looking to rush the passer. Falcons are awesome on 3rd down, 2nd best in the NFL. 3rd and 5. Ryan, quick slant over the middle. It's Coleman who gets belted, but he's got a 1st down as he holds on. Big hit that time combined by Woods and Jalen Smith, but Coleman hung on and he moves the chains.
And Jalen Smith thought he had actually stopped him from getting to the 1st down marker. But this is nice courage by number 26, Tevin Coleman. He realized he's going right into the briar patch. And Jalen Smith delivers the 1st blow and is followed up by Xavier Woods, number 25, the safety, for a nice 1-2. But he sacrificed and picked up a 1st down.
Ito Smith comes in at running back for the 1st time. He's had a good rookie year, 4th-round draft pick. He's got 4 touchdowns. They'll fake it to him. Pressure. Ryan escapes. Looking. Hit as he throws. Going deep for Jones. And he dropped it into double coverage. And he got his hands on it, but could not come down with it. That was DeMarcus Lawrence, who got big pressure.
And I know Falcons fans are disappointed that Julio Jones didn't come down with this one. But the truth of the matter is he actually made an excellent play. That ball's up for grabs. He's covered by 2 people. There could have been someone else who picked off that pass wearing white. They end up getting away with nothing there. Look at the pressure. Lawrence flushes him. He steps up away from Collins, and then Lawrence comes back and affects the throw.
2nd down, it's Smith, and he has nowhere to go. That Cowboys defensive line got great push up the middle. Leighton Vander Esch, Charles, who you spoke of, he leads this team in tackles. He hasn't even started every game, but with Sean Lee out, he's been almost Sean Lee.
He's one of those guys who has an innate instinct to find the football. He only was a 1-year starter at Boise State, a former walk-on there, had 141 tackles in the 1 season. So you know him getting around the football is just part of who he is.
We showed you Sean Lee, who's just such a great player and a leader, but he's had injury problems the last few years, dealing with a hamstring again. And here comes a 3rd and 10. Four-man rush. Pressure coming. Ryan steps away, and down he goes. Lawrence, I think, will get credit for the sack because he had big push coming off that left side.
Yeah, he'll get credit for it, but I do believe Malik Collins, number 96, provided the push you talked about, Kevin. Watch these guys inside wearing white. Collins, number 96, to the left side. Lawrence got there first, and then behind him as well. And look at Matt Ryan there. He gets stepped on by Jake Matthews because of the push in the pass rush. Right there by number 98, Tyrone Crawford. Excellent job by the Cowboys finishing off this drive.
And so Atlanta moves the ball on their opening drive, but they'll have to settle for a Bosher punt. Gets it away. Beasley, fair catch, and that's where Dallas will take over on their own 12-yard line. And we'll get to see Ezekiel Elliott coming off a 150-yard game, leaping over people on the field. Next.
Okay, look, if you're not the lead dog, the scenery never changes. That's why this is the view for every other full-size pickup. And this year, it's deja vu all over again. Because only the Ford F-150 with its high-strength, military-grade aluminum alloy body gives you best-in-class torque, best-in-class payload, and you got it, baby, best-in-class towing. Still leading the pack. This is the big dog. This is the Ford F-150. It doesn't just raise the bar, pal. It is the bar.
got this, bud.
Oh, gosh. That is my phone.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
That's embarrassing.
Come on!
Okay, if I'm gonna steal Christmas, I'm gonna need some gear. What? Ebates? Max, where did you hear about this? Cashback? Sure. Hey, it actually worked. It's a Christmas miracle. Net launching candy cane? Oh, that'll work.
Sign up for Ebates and get cash back so every purchase is a steal. And see The Grinch in theaters.
8, please.
Is that playing music?
Yeah, it is. It's 8. Thanks.
So, big Eagles fan.
Yeah, I was born and raised in
This is my floor.
Super Bowl champs.
On Black Friday, the battle for the Apple Cup. Unbelievable. Washington State. Touchdown! Friday at 8:30 Eastern on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by the Ford F-Series. Built Ford tough, built Ford proud.
Dak Prescott, who comes off an excellent game at Philadelphia last week. That's one of his best, 72% completion percentage. As a matter of fact, his last 2 weeks, since they got Amari Cooper, he's looked like a different man. And here he's going to launch it far side, going deep right away, incomplete. He was looking for Michael Gallup on that play, who was covered by Trufant. So, Charles, they go out and get Amari Cooper 2 weeks ago, and we talked to Dak yesterday. He is a confident young man. He was different yesterday.
He certainly was. When we saw him before the Detroit game, their conversation about their wide receivers was, can we start playing a few less guys and get more stable? Amari Cooper has really stabilized this wide receiver unit and allowed Cole Beasley even more room to operate.
Although Cooper not in the game right now. They'll give it to Ezekiel Elliott, who will run right side, and Elliott has a good game. He's going to pick up about 6 on first down. Elliott coming off a monster game, his 5th career 150-yard game against Philadelphia last week.
See those guys right there on their screen? They've got to play really well up front and hold the point of attack and cut down the space Ezekiel Elliott has to run the football. If he chews them up and gets to the 2nd and 3rd level all game long, it's going to be a tough afternoon for Atlanta.
Amari Cooper checks into the game for Dallas. He will be at the bottom of your screen on a 3rd and 4. Three-man rush only. Prescott waiting, firing, complete. It's a first down. It's Swaim, the tight end, who came back to make the catch, and he'll move the chains all the way out to the 30 as he picks up 12.
To watch Jeff Swaim, the tight end, comes into the game with 22 catches on the year. Look how he just shows his numbers back to the quarterback. Presents an excellent target. And look at Dak Prescott in the pocket. Scans the field to his left, comes back to his right, and throws a dart to Jeff Swaim. Look how he comes back to the football so a defender can't affect it.
On first down, it's going to be a keeper by Prescott, who's only got 1 there. Vic Beasley defended it well. And Prescott, we know this, he can run. It's almost like you want to see him do it more. He had a game where he had over 80 yards against Jacksonville this year.
And some of these runs today, even that one, serves a purpose. Even though it didn't gain much yardage, it holds the defensive ends. It makes them not get upfield as much looking for Zeke Elliott. Now maybe he gets a little more room for his running back because they also have to play the quarterback and his ability to keep the ball and run it.
Hey, tight, Joe!
He'll throw it over the middle, and he's got a completion. It is the rookie Gallup. Now the ball is out, so let's see. Incomplete is going to be the ruling on the field. Incomplete. Gallup had it for a second, but Alford, I think, may have gotten his hand in there to help knock it away.
You see right there, that ball was thrown. And look at the work that was done by Alford that you pointed out, Kevin. stayed with it, and fought him the entire way. That ball's right in the hands of Gallup, who's a local product, born here in Atlanta, grew up in Monroe, Georgia, but Alford fought him the entire way and knocked the ball out of his hands.
So Charles, on third down, the Cowboys had been dreadful all year, 32%, but the last 2 games, 48%. They've been much better in this area. Prescott, pressure, stands back, firing deep, looking for Beasley, incomplete, but a penalty flag on the play. Alford was on the coverage, and now we'll see about the penalty.
I think that the Cowboys will benefit from this one.
There's actually another penalty too, Charles, back at the 40. So there's 2 different ones.
And we look at Beasley running his route.
There are
and
2
Alford
fouls on the play, both by the defense. Prior to the pass, illegal contact, defense, number 23. That penalty's declined. Holding, defense, number 54. That penalty is accepted. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So, Kevin, the play outside we just saw on the replay, he's past the 5-yard zone, and Alford contacts him. So that's where the flag went. Then Oluokun, the rookie linebacker out of Yale, he gets called for the hold downfield in the passing situation.
So they will take that one. And Dallas will have a first down from the 36. And they will run it to Elliott, right side, a little stutter step. And he does a heck of a lot of work to get 2 yards on that play. There's your guy, Oluokun, who kind of really blew that play up. Charles, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's as you mentioned, it's a heck of a lot of work. But watch how he's going to get into this morass of people, okay? And you mentioned a heck of a lot of work. Well, here's an opportunity. They bounced him outside. Good job by Oluokun, number 54. But right there is an opportunity to put him on the ground, and that one was missed by Terrell McClain, number 99. So him picking up 2 yards when it probably should have been a 3-yard loss, that's really good running by Ezekiel Elliott.
Second down. Run it here. And patiently working his way all the way out to the 45-yard line is Elliott.
Love your observation there, partner. To be able to talk about that patience of the running back. Watch Ezekiel Elliott. A lot of guys get the football and they just go, whether the hole's there or not. But look at him taking his time, reading. That's a ton of confidence in that offensive line. And why not? Number 70, Zach Martin, was the back that he was reading. He was checking out to see where the hole would open. And when Zach Martin's blocking, one usually does.
So that makes it a third down and 2. Told you Dallas's offense on third down better. Atlanta's D on third down, 31st in the lead. Prescott looks to get rid of it to Beasley. Looking for a block, makes a move, and he should have a first down, and he will. Ishmael made the tackle, but Beasley will move the chains. We've got our first game break of the day. Let's check in with Carissa Thompson.
Thanks, Kevin. So Panthers trying to rebound after that tough loss. Their opening drive, Cam Newton takes the handoff, finds Greg Olsen wide open for that 1-yard score. Olsen's 4th touchdown in his last 5 games. Panthers up 7-0. Kevin, Charles, and Pam.
Well, the Panthers had 10 days to stew over getting skunked in Pittsburgh, so.
You never want to take on a good team coming off of a game like that. Panthers coming in determined in Detroit. The Lions' problems continue in the early going.
And we get a timeout call on the field by Atlanta. With 5:40 to go in the first, we are scoreless. Back in a minute.
There's no one I'd rather hit the road with.
No one I'd rather have dinner and a movie with.
No one I'd rather lean on.
Being in love is an amazing thing. Being in love with your best friend is everything. The Ever Us 2-Stone Collection. 1 diamond for your best friend, 1 for your true love. For the one woman who's both. Ever Us, with new designs exclusively at Kay.
Unlike Santa's presents, ours don't just magically appear. They're designed meticulously. Every bolt, stitch, line of code, tested and tested again. Until finally this. Hell's got nothing on us. Ford, built for the holidays. Time to get our best offers of the season.
People are really excited about the new iPhone XR.
And its incredible camera.
So let's give them an incredible offer. You know, for the holidays.
I've got it. This weekend, join T-Mobile and get the awesome iPhone XR on us.
That's a very good deal.
So when they join T-Mobile, we give them the new iPhone XR?
iPhone XR's on us? I can barely contain myself.
You can't resist a dad joke. Huh, Fred?
Bear with me. This weekend, join T-Mobile and get the iPhone XR on us.
Let's see what we got.
What is this? Hey, Portal, call Lauren. Oh, wait, it's moving.
And if I go over here, camera follows me, does it?
You can see up here, right?
Yeah. Past it, like, quick.
I see you.
Hey, Casey. It's nice to see you today.
(911) What is your emergency?
911, all new tomorrow on Fox. Today's game is sponsored by Kay Jewelers. For all the moments, for love, forever.
The confidence in the Cowboys since the acquisition of Amari Cooper, you can see it in their quarterback, and they're throwing more. Charles pointed out the third downs have been third and short more. That helps. And here's Prescott to throw it here. Looking to set up a screen. Elliott's got room. Ezekiel Elliott, look out! Inside the 20. "34 yards to Elliott on the screen."
So watch these guys get out here to block. All right, here comes the screen to get set up. And look at the big fellas come out and block. Nice non-block right here by not clipping and not causing a penalty. That's number 78, making that nice play for him. Excuse me, 76, Xavier Su'Afilo. So what a nice job getting out in front, patiently setting up the screen and chopping people down.
10th play of this drive for Dallas on their opening possession, and it's been a good one. Fake to Elliott, pressure up the middle. Prescott gets rid of it somehow. Swain makes the catch, and instead of a sack by Grady Jarrett, Swain's going to pick up a couple yards. So Jeff Swain, and we get a flag too.
Kevin, how do you think this happened? This shouldn't happen, right? But it's the strength and the size of Dak Prescott that kept him upright when Grady Jarrett had him wrapped up. He's 6'2", 238 listed. There's some Big Ben Roethlisberger qualities in there.
No foul on the play.
Hard to get him on the ground.
As the act on the sideline was legal. It'll be second down.
Not sure what the act was on the sideline, but since it was legal, there's no foul, and we keep moving.
The act was legal.
The act was legal. But how about the strength, right? We've seen that throughout Big Ben's career. How many times has he shaken someone off? And what do they say? It's not the first 3 seconds you're concerned with. It's the next 3 when he makes the second act. Dak Prescott did it on that play.
Play of the drive, and they will run it. Elliott, big hole, breaking tackles inside the 5. And a first and goal as Zach Martin plowing open big holes again.
So take a look at all of these guys and then watch as they move. See, right here to the left, everyone's moved. And look at Zach Martin married up there, which gives a gap to Ezekiel Elliott. And Duke Riley doesn't make the tackle in the hole, number 42. See the hole? Here comes Riley, 42. He goes right past him. Now you're deep into the secondary, and KZ has to take him on.
It's the longest opening drive for the Cowboys this year. 12th play coming up. Amari Cooper lined up top of your screen here on a zone read. Prescott rolling, completing. It's Beasley. No, incomplete. Boy, you don't see Beasley drop many passes. And it looked from our vantage point that he had it, but he couldn't hang on.
That's something that happens rarely because this is so well executed. Watch number 11 in white. Gives him a little slow play like he's going to block with Brian Poole and then breaks away. And the ball hit him in the worst possible places. One of my coaches used to say, right in the hands. And it ends up bouncing off. That won't happen very often with Cole Beasley.
So a gimme touchdown, and the Cowboys will try it again on 2nd and goal. Prescott. A little option here. Pitch out to Elliott. Beasley there. Breaks a tackle. Here come the swarm of Falcons. Well done as Elliott is going to be held to a gain of about 1.5 yards at a 3rd and goal now.
Vic Beasley came out of Clemson as a combination outside linebacker, defensive end. He has not made the plays they've expected in the sack department over the last couple of seasons, but his speed there forced Ezekiel Elliott to turn it back in to where there was help. If he doesn't turn it back inside, he probably beats him to the corner for a touchdown.
A little surprising he comes out here.
I'm always surprised when he goes off the field.
So Rod Smith comes in for him, number 45. 3rd and goal. Prescott looking, firing, incomplete. Nice play. It was Desmond Trufant who knocked it away. They were trying to get it to Cooper, and after that long drive, they'll settle for a field goal try.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal because of a drop by Cole Beasley on 1st down. Watch Cooper trying to set up, and a good job, and really a hold inside there that he gets away with. Desmond Trufant had both hands wrapped around Cooper, gets them off in time, and helps knock the ball away. He did a nice job staying inside and not letting him beat him too much towards the goalpost.
So you see Brett Maher, who's missed field goals now in the last 3 games. This one only from 21 yards out. And it's up and good. So the Cowboys on the board, a long drive that would like to have 7, but they'll take the 3, and they're up early in Atlanta. Elliott making plays.
Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. Are we gonna do what they say can't be done? We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch old bandit run.
Whatever party you got going in the back, we got the business up front.
The king is gone crazy, making 10 nuggets just $1. Crazy, right? Crazy crispy, crazy juicy. 10 nuggets made of crazy delicious white meat for just $1. Now that's a crazy deal. Enjoy 10 golden nuggets for just $1 only at Burger King.
Do humans know they are paying too much with Verizon?
No, they just don't know that Sprint's unlimited plan gives you 5 lines for just $24 per month per line.
Wow, that would save us
Nearly $8,000.
What about the network?
Now Sprint has LTE Advanced.
It's up to 2 times faster than before.
No way.
Robots don't lie. The man in the mom jeans is correct.
Get up to 2 times faster speeds and see how you can save nearly $1,000 over Verizon and AT&T with Sprint.
A half-century ago, in Toledo's Mercy Hospital, 2 babies were born with a shared destiny. They went separate ways, but remained locked together, headed down similar paths. And now, once again, they find themselves in the same place, on opposite sides of the fiercest rivalry in sports.
A divisional battle on a traditional day. The Redskins have taken the NFC East by storm.
Peterson, touchdown!
Now, Zeke and the boys await, hungry to dominate in this Thanksgiving showdown. Redskins, Cowboys, Thursday at 4 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Today's game is sponsored by Bose, the official sound of the NFL. And by Burger King. Get 10 crispy chicken nuggets for just $1 only at Burger King.
Oh, everything on the screen right now, it's the longest opening drive Cowboys have had in terms of plays, in terms of time, in terms of yards. The only disappointment, Charles, is they had a gimme touchdown to a guy who never drops passes, Cole Beasley.
Yeah, that's tough for them. They won't get that very often, but as you pointed out with Brett Maher, who missed 3 of his last 5 field goals, to have that go through the posts has to help his confidence.
No doubt. 21-yard field goal. And the Falcons will start their second possession on their own 25 with 2:56 to go in the first. Matt Ryan's having an unbelievable year, almost overshadowed because of the great quarterback play around the league, but it's really, Charles, on par with his MVP year in 2016. Some areas better than his MVP season. You look at the completion percentage is better, yards per game a little bit better, 21 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, and the passer rating is just a shy below. He's been fantastic.
He absolutely has, but today in the first series, the Cowboys defensive front imposed their will, so his offensive line has got to find a way to protect him.
4-man rush. He's got protection here, and he's got a completion It is Calvin Ridley, who's had a splendid rookie year. As a guy that many thought would be a Cowboy, including him.
Yeah, I thought that he was going to get drafted that day when the Cowboys number came up. They took Leighton Vander Esch, and they're very happy. And so is Atlanta, that he ended up falling to them. And look at him get inside, and nice hands as the ball was slightly behind him. Tucks it away for a first down.
Gain of 14. Blitz coming. Coleman sees it, reverses course, left side. Big gain. Tevin Coleman has a first down and then some, and a gain of 15 yards. We've got another game break. Let's check in with Carissa Thompson.
Thanks, Kevin. So Lamar Jackson getting the start in place of an injured Joe Flacco. Opening drive. There were 0 pass attempts, by the way, on this drive. Jackson handing it off to Alex Collins for the score. Ravens up early, 7-0. Kevin?
Look at Alex Collins doing his signature Irish dancing.
Love that.
Proponent of it.
Meanwhile, the Bengals defense has given up 500 yards on back-to-back weeks. Good run by Coleman there. Back-to-back first downs. Ryan, another play pass. Sanu has his first grab of the day in traffic inside the 30. All the way down to the 29 is Mohamed Sanu. These weapons, the Falcons on display.
And one thing the Falcons do really well, they make their pass plays look like running plays. A lot of misdirection in the backfield. Gave Sanu a chance to find some space downfield. And Kevin, similar to when we saw Dallas against Detroit, Detroit spent their time sending their receivers in the direction of Chidobe Awuzie, number 24. Atlanta doing the same thing early in this one against Dallas.
Good matchup. Julio Jones against Byron Jones, top of your screen. They will run it. Marvin Hall comes around, gets it, and oh, what a tackle! Leighton Vander Esch took on a block and made the play.
Not only did he make a great tackle, watch how he plays off the block of number 70, Jake Matthews, one of the better left tackles in the league. So if you look right here, watch Vander Esch. Plays off the block, separates from him, and makes an excellent form tackle in the open field. He always talks about being an 8-man football player back in Riggins, Idaho. This is why. In 8-man football, it's a lot of space. You have to be a good open field tackler. Vander Esch takes those lessons to the NFL.
That was some play. Made the play of the game last week on defense, too, in their win over Philadelphia. Ryan. The throw gets it to Ito Smith in that same area. And he's going to come up shy of a first down. We'll bring up a third down, and likely will also bring the end of quarter number 1. So a good first quarter here in Atlanta. Cowboys on the board first. Falcons on the move, though, and a big third down when we come back. 3-0 Dallas after 1.
It's time. Time for a new kind of cloud. The IBM Cloud. The cloud that proactively protects your business from threats instead of just reacting to them. That lets you modernize and move more of your apps without rewriting. That unlocks insights from all your data and puts it to work with AI. Get a faster, more secure journey to the cloud. The IBM Cloud. The cloud for smarter business.
An all-new episode of Bob's Burgers, tonight on Fox.
Look at that air. You're getting up there, buddy. Don't you give up on me. You are working on your vertical and playing your scratch off. Yeah. Spread those wings and fly.
It's always fun and games when you play the Kentucky Lottery.
We do not get ice storms like this in November. A quarter-inch of ice.
Right now, we are looking at 73,100 people without power.
So many people woke up and realized they didn't have power, and then they had to turn for us as a resource.
We were able to update them minute by minute on our live stream.
This is going to be remembered for a very long time.
People needed information this morning without the power of a television. We did that by social media.
We are all local, all morning long, and that's why WDRB is the source for morning news.
Armchair Sports Kids.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm gonna win. I can feel it.
There.
You're a genius. You're like Einstein, but with better hair.
What can I say? I've got a gift.
It's always fun and games when you play Kentucky Lottery scratch-offs.
One of the surprising things about the Lexus brand is that the price points are a much broader spectrum than what most people realize. You can buy a Lexus at the same price that you can buy a Honda Accord or a Toyota Camry or a Ford Fusion. A lot of times I have seen people walk out of this dealership with the same payment on their new car as what they had on their old car, and they're in a much more luxurious car.
Lexus of Louisville. Experience amazing.
Battle on a traditional day. Redskins, Cowboys. Thanksgiving Day at 4 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Good competitive first quarter, kind of what you'd expect. 2 4 and 5 teams that desperately need a win today as they're in this playoff chase, but on the outside looking in. And so the Falcons with the football down 3-0, have a third down and 4 from the Dallas 23. Ryan, pressure coming. Ryan sees it, gets rid of it, no one home. Looking for Julio Jones, but maybe miscommunication as Byron Jones was on good coverage anyway.
Well, the timing got thrown off because of the pass rush. Matt Ryan felt it coming from his right side and moved to his left and got rid of the ball, probably a count earlier than he wanted to, as well as excellent coverage downfield by Byron Jones, number 31, on Julio Jones. I want to see if Steve Sarkisian, as the game goes on, the offensive coordinator for Atlanta, moves Julio more to Awuzie's side and less going up against Byron Jones.
Agreed. We'll look at that as the game goes on. Matt Ryan's been out a month with a hamstring injury, and at 43 years old, just as good as he was 20 years ago. Tries to tie this game up from 41 yards out, and what a shot. It's perfect. He is something else. Matt Ryan is back, picking up where he left off, and we are all tied in the ATL.
Looking for great deals on a new Honda?
Too bad, not this year. It's me, the Grinch, and your little car holiday is canceled. It was just way too happy. So, no decorations, no deals, no donuts, no surprisingly comfortable chairs. No. And best of all, no cars. Get nothing this holiday season at Unhappy Honda Days.
It's on.
Light it up like Friday, light it up. Light it up like Friday, light it up. Light it up like Friday, light it up.
Big Australia is back, and your favourites are even bigger with the big, juicy 18-ounce centre cut sirloin, the ultimate Great Barrier combo, and the new 3-cheese steak dip. Hurry in, food this big is only here for a limited time.
Here, quick. Come on, let's go. 2, 3.
Nice!
Yeah! Do you want in? See you in a couple days. Hey, I didn't know you were gonna come so early. Wanna play? Let's get into it.
With over 1,000 games on Nintendo Switch, there's a game for every gathering. Games rated E to E10+.
This Black Friday, get Mario Kart 8 Deluxe free when you buy a Nintendo Switch system for $299.99.
Watch the herd and catch the most interesting voice in sports say the most interesting things about sports.
And Colin will be there too.
Want more stats? Hey Siri, who leads the league in rushing yards?
Well, that's Deion Jones, a Pro Bowl linebacker for Atlanta. He's been out since week 1 with a broken foot. They were thinking maybe they could get him back here today, but he's just not there yet. He was practicing this week. So maybe next week. He's a huge loss. I mean, he's extremely athletic. Speaking of huge losses, the Cowboys have been without that man all year long. Travis Frederick, he's another guy, a Pro Bowl center who's dealing with Guillain-Barré syndrome. It's an autoimmune disease. It's a tough thing. He had a good news week, though. He finally started to get some feeling in his fingers. It's a nerve issue, so now he's hoping it comes back in his legs, but progress. And we're hoping that it continues to get better for Frederick, who's an outstanding player for Dallas. And so Joe Looney Number 73 has played center all year long.
And now Travis Frederick, you saw him with a headset on trying to help out his guys. Remember, they had a change in coaches. Paul Alexander was let go as the offensive line coach. Mark Colombo took over. And now Travis Frederick tried to help Colombo as kind of a de facto assistant coach with the O-line.
Second possession for Dallas. Here is Elliott. Let's get a report down to the field with Pam Oliver.
Kevin, the Falcons had 2 defensive starters who were injured in the early stages of this game. Safety DeMonte KZ, he has suffered a shoulder injury. He has been able to return. Linebacker Duke Riley, he has a neck stinger. Riley is questionable. Back to you.
Okay, so we already told you that Deion Jones is out. Now Riley, who is another starter, he is out. So the Falcons will mix and match. They got Kamal Ishmael in there at linebacker right now, number 36. Second down. Prescott. Pressure up the middle and hit as he threw, and that may have affected things. He was trying to get it to Amari Cooper, and Pam's just talking about injuries, and now here's Desmond Trufant, who's down and not getting up. He's their number 1 cornerback.
It has been the absolute worst case scenario in terms of injuries for this Atlanta team all year long. Many people saw them as a Super Bowl contender going into the season. And right out of the gate, you lose Keanu Neal, who's their Pro Bowl safety. And on this move by Cooper, he ends up catching a shot from the backside. Looked like number 59, Devondre Campbell, his own teammate, whacks him from the backside while he was trying to cover, hoping that it's just a bruise for Trufant, and he'll have an opportunity to get back into the ballgame. Let's see what they do. Probably Isaiah Oliver, number 20, the rookie out of Colorado, who started 2 games, should come in and play one of the corners now for the Falcons.
That will be the case for Dan Quinn's crew. You talked about the injuries. I mean, it's tough. They not only have had injuries, they've lost, Pro Bowl players.
Yes, you're not just talking about guys getting hurt. You're talking about guys that have credentials that are getting hurt and team leaders. That's why KZ, as Pam Oliver reported, his ability to come back in the game is huge down the middle for the Falcons. Leads the NFL in interceptions with 5.
Okay, so a third down as Oliver is in. Looks like he's going to trail Cole Beasley. Cowboys need to get to the 35. It's a blitz. Prescott hit as he throws. It's a floater. Incomplete. Boy, that was dangerous. There was Oliver on the coverage on Beasley, and some pressure helped that happen, and the Cowboys will punt it away.
That felt like Dak Prescott was trying to throw Cole Beasley to another area and couldn't get enough on it. He's trying to throw the ball out here and didn't get enough on it, hoping Cole could run away from him. Watch Dak in the pocket. The pressure you talked about, Kevin. See how he's trying to get that ball all the way out into the flat? But because of the pressure, he couldn't step into the throw and didn't get enough on it.
It's like when you bring the Nerf ball to the beach, Charles. The wind is just too much to overcome.
Even when you play for it.
And it never gets there. So a punt here by Jones. Hardy makes a move across the 40 and gets out to the 43. And so the Falcons will have good field position to see their explosive offense take the field. They are number 8 in the league, 27 points a game. So far this game, tied at 3.
Eli, I got this. It's so easy. Just tap to pay. Thanks, Saquon. That's cool.
1835.
Hey, how do you do that card thingy again? It's like a wrist move? You just tap to pay. Thanks, Rook. Hey, how do you do that tap thing? I'm not falling for that again.
Falling for what?
Oh, showing how I tap to pay with my Visa.
Thanks, Rook.
Okay, that's the last time.
Last time for what?
You want to show off your moves? We help your money keep up. Now you can tap to pay with Visa. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
Now this is Daddy's favorite song.
Alexa, play Dad's playlist.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry for everything. I was a terrible father. Terrible husband. Blew my chance.
What do you want?
To be a family. Last trip, I promise. So help me God.
Rated R.
911, what is your emergency?
The whole mountain just came down into our house.
Let's go, let's go.
I love this job.
First responders run towards the danger to be the first one there to help.
I have a suspect about to be in need of medical attention.
Only 2 episodes left of 911 this fall. Don't miss an all-new episode tomorrow on Fox.
Week 11 continues on CBS and Fox, then tonight on NBC, and tomorrow with Monday Night Football on ESPN. Stream games on mobile with the NFL and Yahoo Sports apps.
Don't miss an all-new episode of The Simpsons, tonight on Fox.
Chris Richard, passing game coordinator, but he calls the plays on defense for Dallas against Steve Sarkisian, who's got this offense humming this year. Charles, a couple thoughts about this offense after this play as they will throw it. Quick hitter, it's Hooper. Oh, he dropped it. A couple guineas today that are dropped. No sun on the field or anything like that, so it'll be a second down. But your thoughts about Julio Jones were interesting to me during the break.
Yeah, I think that if I'm Steve Sarkisian, and I've realized early in this ball game that Dallas doesn't really travel their corners, meaning they stay on whatever side they line up on, I'm sending Julio Jones every time to Chidobe Awuzie's side, number 24, and see if I can get him out of that and maybe start traveling things, and then you open things up. Because right now you get your number 1 corner matched up with your number 1 receiver if it's man-to-man.
See, now they make that motion because Dallas plays a lot of zone, and now Ryan looks that way, comes back the other way, not there. Pressure coming. Ryan rolling, looking, throwing complete. Hooper, the tight end, hangs on to that one and lunges forward close to an Atlanta first down.
And they take Julio and move him, and it determines coverage. You noted it there, Kevin, that it's now zone. Anthony Brown just switched sides of formation for strength. It wasn't a man-to-man coverage thing. But watch Matt Ryan's movement in and out of the pocket. Go back to when Kyle Shanahan came here as the offensive coordinator. Prior to that time, Matt Ryan wasn't much of a mover. He forced him into more movement skills. Matt had to work on that, and it's really added an extra element to his game, and now we're going Wildcat.
That's Mohamed Sanu, who can throw the ball and throw it far. And they will do a zone read. Sanu with a first down. And so the Wildcat to Mohamed Sanu, and he picks it up himself. And we've got another game break. Let's check in with Carissa Thompson.
Thanks, Kevin. So the Redskins have not won a game they've trailed all year, hoping to change that today, and this helps. Alex Smith hands it off to Adrian Peterson for a 3-yard score, his 5th of the year. Texans still leading this one 10-7. Kevin, Charles, and Pam.
Redskins are fighting, Charles, despite their offensive line being almost totally out.
Listen, they went down to Tampa last week with 4 new offensive linemen as starters and won a ball game. So they've been battling and scrapping all year long to go to number 1 in the NFC East.
Ryan to throw it. Fakes right, coming back to Hooper's tight end again. Austin Hooper making a move, and another nice gain, 8 yards to the tight end, who's really blossomed in his 3rd year out of Stanford.
And you have to think that Austin Hooper spent a lot of time this week watching the tape of the Philadelphia game, because Zach Ertz for the Eagles, their tight end, had 14 catches for 146 yards and 2 touchdowns. So you know he was going to Matt Ryan saying, hey, let's try and use some of that stuff that they did. And what they're trying to do is spread things out with Dallas and work underneath with either Hooper or a running back. And so far, it's been successful.
Yeah, Hooper already 3 catches. On second down, pitch at Coleman. Good cut. Coleman breaks a tackle. And he's going to be still a little short of a first down. Lawrence, the initial tackler, and then Vander Esch actually brought him down. So it'll be a 3rd down and maybe less than 1. Falcons get to the line quick, and they will sneak it with Matt Ryan, and they pick it up. Quarterback sneak works, and a first down for Atlanta. And we'll see if they keep that tempo going now. They went up tempo a lot of the second half against Cleveland last week when they were trying to get a rhythm. See that push. gets away, running for his life, taken down. Randy Gregory with the sack.
So if you're Randy Gregory, you've got to point to the back end of your defense and say thank you, because the coverage was good. Did not allow Matt Ryan to see anything downfield that he could pull the trigger and find someone open. And instead, he has to try and hot-foot it out of there. But Randy Gregory, one of the reasons he was drafted, his speed off of the edge and ability to chase people down, and he gets it done.
Calvin Ridley lines up now. In the backfield, they'll pitch it to him. Breaks a tackle. Ridley trying to get to the edge. It does, so the ball is loose, picked up by Atlanta. See if they mark him out of bounds just before the 30-yard line. Jones recovered it.
And Gregory very nearly made a second play, a second big-time play. Watch Gregory, 94 in white. He ends up having Ridley bow out just a little bit more, and a really nice job there, pushing back the blocker, Justin Hardy, back into the secondary. And then that allows there, and he stepped out before the ball comes out, I believe. Watch the left foot. See the left foot there? And now the ball's starting to come out. As long as he's touching any part of it, he's considered out of bounds.
3rd down and 7 now. It's Ito Smith in the game. Falcons on 3rd and longs, the best in the NFL. Pressure again. Ryan sees it, and down he goes. It's Lawrence again, and the 3rd sack for the Cowboys in this first half.
Right here. Look at this. And he just takes Ryan Schrader and just goes right around him. That's the 5th sack given up in the statistics that I've noted this year by Ryan Schrader. And just great pressure, great hustle by DeMarcus Lawrence. Remember, he'll move from side to side, Kevin, for best matchups. I think he likes his matchup against Schrader, number 73, the best in this one today.
Just think about last year when they met. The Cowboys gave up 8 sacks to the Falcons. Here, it's almost the roles reversed. Dallas already has 3 sacks of Matt Ryan, and they will take over possession on their own 10 with 8:09 to go in this first half. DeMarcus Lawrence, 2 sacks, and he hits on the high five celebration. We're all tied in Atlanta.
The unmistakable Cadillac XT4. Once again, driving is joyful. Starting under $36,000.
The sun's in the sky and a breeze rolls on by. It's a gorgeous day to play. The birds are a-chirping, snowmen are a-singing. It's a gorgeous day to play. Oh yes, the day it is full of life. I'm finally free to do what I like. It's a gorgeous day to play inside.
Stay warm this Black Friday with a PS4 bundle and VR bundles.
People are really excited about the new iPhone XR.
And its incredible camera.
This weekend, join T-Mobile and get the awesome iPhone XR on us. I can barely contain myself. This weekend, join T-Mobile and get the iPhone XR on us.
Hello?
DeAndre, Jane.
I can't wait to get started on this celebration.
The challenge in this business is performing at the top of your game. The fans and the tabloids are just waiting for you to fail. DeAndre, have you ever seen a mule double kick a donkey?
What?
I call this the Hopkins Shuffle, and it's left, right, kick, kick. I can't see what you're doing, DeAndre, but I'll bet it's outstanding.
This Thanksgiving weekend, the Fox Football Feast is back. You ready? Feast on Redskins Cowboys Thursday. Friday, Washington takes on Washington State. And Saturday, it's Michigan, Ohio State. Then Seahawks Panthers on Sunday. The Fox Football Feast begins Thanksgiving Day. Sponsored by Peloton, the perfect gift for them and you.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Cadillac. And by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Well, the Cowboys defensive line, Pam Oliver told us at the beginning of the broadcast here, without 4 players. And you know what? It hasn't showed. They're playing great. They've got 3 sacks on Matt Ryan. And we've got a tie game at 3 with 8:09 to go in the first half. Here is a delayed handoff to Elliott, who's got 5 yards on first down. I mentioned as we went to break last year, Charles, I mean, they had Chaz Green playing at left tackle because Tyron Smith was hurt. Adrian Claiborne is no longer here, had 6 sacks. The Falcons had 8. It was a nightmare for Dallas, and it really sent them on a tailspin for the rest of the year. As a matter of fact, not only did it send them on a tailspin, you know, Dak Prescott, because now it's Ryan facing the pressure today. Prescott was very honest that he said really until a few weeks ago that game affected him, and we'll tell you why after this play. First down and 10, or excuse me, a 2nd and 5 after the run to Elliott. Prescott going to dump it off Elliott. That's the first down, so it'll be first down and 10. But I thought that was a really honest admission from him.
And what he meant was, and as he explained to us, there's a clock that every quarterback feels. And they always talk about, hey, on defense, can you speed up the clock that a quarterback has in the pocket? Meaning, how much time do I have to get rid of the football successfully downfield? So if you can speed that up and take that time away, they'll rush, make inaccurate throws, people won't be open. He feels like even when there wasn't pressure, the clock was sped up because of that ball game and the number of sacks he absorbed. He's now settling back in and feeling like he's back on a normal time schedule.
He's not rushing, maybe taking more sacks, but he's trying to make a play. Here he stands in there tall, and he throws over the middle to Beasley, who's out to the 29. So a gain of 6. But to your point, Prescott on trying to slow down the clock in his head. And you look at it, since the Atlanta game last year, the next 12 games into this year, he threw a lot of interceptions, and he was sacked 30 times. Now, in the last 4 games, he's been sacked a lot, but the interceptions are down. He's being a little bit more patient. Do you think that's a good thing?
I think it's an excellent thing because the ability to hold on to the football, not turn it over, gives you more opportunities to hand it to number 21.
As Elliott here, it'll bring up a 3rd down. Elliott will again take a rest. Cowboys today 2 of 4 on 3rd down. We haven't seen Amari Cooper yet for Dallas. They tried to get it to him twice, both incomplete, and now Cooper will be on the bottom of your screen. Four-man rush. Prescott, pressure up the middle, dancing away, down he goes. He tried to get away, but Vic Beasley was there for his 2nd sack of the year.
And that's just his 4th sack in his last 19 games. And remember, this is a guy at 15.5 sacks just a few seasons ago. And here's Desmond Trufant back from the thigh injury. He locks on to Amari Cooper. Look at the other side. Robert Alford stays, fights through the screen, and he plasters on to Michael Gallup. And then Dak Prescott trying to dance and get away from Vic Beasley, who has great agility himself. And he finally wins a battle and gets the quarterback down.
Here is Jones on the punt. This is a low sinker. Hardy's going to let it bounce. Now he changes his mind. That's a good decision because that would have went way down the field. And so the Cowboys, oh, their offense couldn't get it going. Who knew? A lot of defense here today. 3-3 game in the 2nd quarter.
Honestly, it sounds crazy enough, but I don't feel like I've done anything really.
He's going to LSU. All right. He wants to be a wide receiver, so midfield. He breaks a tackle. What a grab. The New York Giants select Odell Beckham, wide receiver, LSU. Unbelievable.
I want to be legendary.
Yes, this is Bob Barnett in Chicago.
I was there when Bob Barnett made the first commercial wireless phone call. We were both working on that first network that would eventually become Verizon's. That call opened the door to the billions of mobile calls that we've all made since. I'm proud that I was part of that first call, and I'm proud that I'm here now as we build America's first and only 5G ultra-wideband network that will transform how we all live once again.
First call that we've made on the cellular system.
Okay, look, if you're not the lead dog, the scenery never changes. That's why this is the view for every other full-size pickup. And this year, it's deja vu all over again. Because only the Ford F-150 with its high-strength, military-grade aluminum alloy body gives you best-in-class torque, best-in-class payload, and you got it, baby, best-in-class towing. Still leading the pack. This is the big dog. This is the Ford F-150. It doesn't just raise the bar, pal. It is the bar.
This and
Browns-Bengals AFC North clash. Seize the day.
Couple of owners watching the game today, and a couple of great owners. Arthur Blank from the Falcons on the left, Jerry Jones from the Cowboys on the right. Mr. Blank, always very hospitable to us when we get to Atlanta. We appreciate that. Here's Coleman on a big run. Unfortunately, 2 flags. You certainly have the feeling that may be coming back.
Holding. Offense, number 71. 10-yard penalty. Replay. First down.
Okay. That's on Schweitzer, the left guard.
And it was so noticeable that both the referee and the umpire caught it at the same time. And you see right there, number 71 with 2 fistfuls of jersey on Karan Reed, number 51, who's playing a whale of a game. Coming into here, 3rd on our depth chart, Kevin, was Karan Reed. And with all the injuries that Pam Oliver detailed at the top of our show that the Cowboys have in the defensive front, he's getting extended playing time and taking advantage of it.
Charles, they were close to activating Leon Lett, who coaches that group.
Can we get a couple pass rushes out of you, big man?
So after the penalty, 1st and 20, here's Ryan near side. Ridley's wide open, makes the grab and shoved out of bounds at the 41. It's been a rare time that Ryan's had time to throw. He's been under duress today quite a bit. Charles mentioned Reed, there it was, and Charles, it's really been the theme.
It really has, hasn't it? And that was early in the game. And look at him trying to step up, find people in the secondary, got involved there with good coverage. And then DeMarcus Lawrence, relentless off of the edge. Swipes at it, doesn't get him, stays with it, and finally puts him on the deck.
3 sacks for the Cowboys. Lawrence with 2. 2nd down. Ryan gonna let it go, looking for Julio Jones, and it's intercepted. Oh, what a hit by Jones! Julio Jones turned into a safety and drilled Jeff Heath. That was unbelievable. So twice today he has saved interceptions.
And look at how he goes from offense to defense. Look at his eyes. He sees the play and he literally tackles Jeff Heath to make sure there's not an interception. How about that football IQ and the awareness to understand what he's doing? A lot of receivers, ball's not there, they give up on the play. Julio Jones protects his team, protects his quarterback, and gives them another opportunity.
And unfortunately for Dallas, Jeff Heath got hurt. I mean, he got licked, as you can see, so hopefully he's okay. He comes off, and Kayvon Frazier will come on.
Jeff Heath is used to dealing the blows. One of the better hitters in the league. He takes one from Julio Jones, Secretariat, goes right through number 38.
That was unbelievable. What a play by Jones, and we get a timeout for Dallas on this 3rd down. And we'll be right back after this message from Bose.
So much is said about life. Wait. I just want to hear all the right reasons why my heart changes with every season.
So Jeff Heath is now looks like he is going to be he's going to go into the 10. I see. Okay, so they'll check him out after sustaining that hit. Julio Jones, Charles, Steve Sarkisian said it best. We were talking about his blocking.
Yeah.
He just said star receivers don't do stuff like that.
They always talk about the skill players. How do you play without the football? that determines how great you are. Julio Jones for Atlanta, Ezekiel Elliott for Dallas. Both of them play awfully hard when they don't have the ball in their hands.
All that said is a third down. Pressure coming. Ryan gets rid of it, and Sanu with a great catch. He saw the hit coming. He ducked under it, and he's got a first down for Atlanta.
Absolutely fearless is Mohamed Sanu. And look at Matt Ryan, sees it and delivers it. A beautifully thrown football, but it's going to be some traffic. Sanu knows it. From the left side, out of the corner of his eye, sees it and finds a way to get his big frame, 6'2", down on the ground without absorbing a big hit.
Pitch near side, it's Smith, and he is buried. Byron Jones came up from the cornerback spot to make the initial play, and Ito Smith's going to lose a couple.
And watch the safety numbers, excuse me, the corner number 30, Anthony Brown, to the left side of your screen. Look at him. He just takes Jake Matthews and Justin Hardy trying to block. See them? They're double teaming him. But what he did was he forced Ito Smith to bow back a little bit farther, which allowed now Byron Jones, unencumbered, to come up and make the play. It's not always the tackler that deserves all of the credit. Nice job there by Brown.
Second down. Ryan near side. He's got Hooper's tight end again. He works his way down to the 40. So he's going to pick up 6 and a 3rd and long as Vander Esch on yet another tackle, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So a defensive game. We like it here in Atlanta. It's been a fun one. Two teams who desperately need it. We're tied at 3. 2-minute warning.
Drago's kid. It's dangerous.
Big, strong, fast.
I gotta take the fight. Don't make the same mistakes as your father.
This here is all about my wife, my kids.
What are you fighting for?
I was his.
I gotta do what my father couldn't. Don't prove something to other people. Prove something to yourself. Get up, kid.
Creed 2, rated PG-13.
Isn't the best present being present? Stella Artois, joie de bière.
Now I had the time of my life, and I hope
The most delicious union of all time. New Kentucky Fried Chicken and Waffles for a limited time at KFC.
Inferior phone detected.
So over this phone.
Greetings, human. For a limited time at Sprint, you can get the LG V40 for just $20 per month, and they'll throw in a free 49-inch 4K LG TV.
On to the next.
Get the LG V40 for just $20 per month and get a free TV from Sprint.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us. Each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Genesis presents the Power Move of the Week. Picking up key blocks by offensive lineman J.C. Tretter, Kevin Zeitler, and Chris Hubbard. Browns rookie running back Nick Chubb broke loose for a team record 92-yard touchdown run, capping off Cleveland's 28-16 win over the Falcons. Brought to you by Genesis, official luxury vehicle of the NFL.
2 minutes to go in this first half from Atlanta, along with Pam Oliver, Charles Davis. I'm Kevin Burkhardt. Good to have you aboard. Defensive battle here. And if the Falcons somehow keep this drive going, it's all on Julio Jones, who smashed Jeff Heath and took away a surefire interception. But they've got a 3rd and 8 coming up now. Four-man rush. Ryan going to Julio Jones. Who else? First down on the slant. And as Charles has been begging for, he was working against Awuzie there.
And I will guarantee you Matt Ryan had that in pre-snap. When he saw the coverage, it was man-to-man underneath, 2 safeties back, 2-man coverage. So he knows that Julio Jones against Awuzie, he'll take that matchup any day. Goes to his meal ticket beats him off the line of scrimmage inside for a key first down.
By the way, Charles, Jeff Heath is back in the ballgame for Dallas, so he's okay after that hit. Here's Ryan going to swing it to Coleman, looking for a block. Tevin Coleman gets inside the 30 before DeMarcus Lawrence spun him to the ground with 1:14 to go, each team with 2 timeouts.
Get the sense that Atlanta would love to have more opportunities to get their backs isolated on the Dallas linebackers. Jalen Smith, Leighton Vander Esch have done a terrific job this year. Both of them are great movers, good in space. But Atlanta loves what Ito Smith brings, what Tevin Coleman brings in the open field. They'd like to take some more shots at them in the open field.
Atlanta taking their time. Ryan going deep. Sanu almost. He did a pirouette in the air. Brown had nice coverage and a 3rd and 6 with 39 seconds left.
And Randy Gregory had himself wrapped around Matt Ryan, so he couldn't step into the throw. But he put it up high, hoping that Mohamed Sanu could win the 50-50 ball. And he did give him the best opportunity. See, Sanu sees it and makes a play on the football, just unable to come down with it because he had to essentially 360 to go and try and catch it with the coverage from Anthony Brown.
From here, it's a 45-yard field goal, well within Matt Bryant's range, but they're looking for more. On 3rd down, blitz coming, picked up. Bryant still gets pressure, throws incomplete. Heath was all over Hooper, pressure coming from everywhere.
Looked like big 55, Vander Esch was harassing Matt Ryan. So you've noted it a couple of times, Kevin, more than a couple of times, the pressure. There's Randy Gregory forcing him to step up. Look at Vander Esch in the ground he covers, eating up the space between himself and the quarterback, Matt Ryan. And Ryan trying to throw back inside. The ball actually bounced off, it appears, of Vander Esch's pads and almost went up for grabs.
Yeah, they picked up the initial blitz by Jalen Smith, but then Vander Esch came on to make the play. So a 45-yard try for Matt Bryant to give Atlanta the lead. Snap and hold are good, and Bryant is good too. Matt Bryant back from the hamstring injury. He's 2 for 2 today, and Atlanta takes the lead with 29 seconds to go in the half. As we get a chance now, why don't we check in with Kurt Menefee, who I hear may be at the Fun Factory, Charles.
Hey, did you hear the one about the Texans? They flew into Washington, and boy, their arms tired. And what's the deal with the Jaguars? I mean, why are they 3-6? Am I right? Is this thing on? Seriously, folks, the Visa halftime is next. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Appreciate it.
Kurt is a heck of a host.
Make sure you tip your waiter.
Not sure about the comedy just yet, but he is the best. And that halftime show is coming up in just a bit. Well, that field goal courtesy of Julio Jones, as we noted.
Certainly was. I mean, there should have been an interception. He turned it into an incompletion. Just look at how he turns from offense to defense. And he's not just trying to, look at that. That's a full tackle. And Jeff Heath felt the effects and had to go out of the game for a while. He kept that drive alive to give them the opportunity to get the 3 points. Mohamed Sanu with a key catch on the drive.
And now he's coaching them up. So Bosher on the kick, and Dallas will be at the 25 with 29 seconds left and 2 timeouts, so they've got some time. Charles, I know you're ready for this one. Saturday, one of the fiercest rivalries in all of sports is number 4 Michigan and number 10 Ohio State battling for a spot in the Big Ten Championship. Coverage begins Saturday at 11 Eastern on Fox, or of course on the Fox Sports app. What do you think, man?
Tell you what, Northwestern's already in the other bracket. I think Michigan's playing much better football than Ohio State right now. And I know it's 13 out of 14. Haven't won club since 2000. I'm just going to pose it to you this way, Kevin. If not now, Michigan, when? This is the year.
Certainly is. That'll be Saturday. 2 timeouts, 29 seconds left. Prescott got to let it fly far side of the field. Good coverage there as Alford was all over Michael Gallup. And so a 2nd and 10. And as a reminder, the Cowboys do get the ball after the half, so they could somehow squeak together a field goal try here. They'd be ecstatic.
People have been really getting on the corners of the Falcons in recent weeks, and Robert Alford and Desmond Trufant, and questioning how well they've been playing. Trufant took a blow earlier in the game, hurt his thigh. Pam Oliver reported about him being out and then back in the ball game. Then we have Alford on the other side. I think both of them today have done a nice job holding up against these receivers.
2nd down, they'll run it on the draw to Elliott, and breaks a tackle. And he works his way out to the 35 when the Cowboys will call a timeout. I think. Yep. There it is with 15 seconds to go. Charles, we came on the broadcast talking about Amari Cooper and his effect on the Cowboys, especially Dak Prescott. Well, look, they've gotten to him the last 2 games coming into today, 18 times. He caught 11 balls, 10 for first downs, almost for Dallas. And Prescott's completion percentage, his 2 best completion percentage games were the last 2 games. So it's kind of odd that today they've targeted him a couple times, but didn't have a single catch.
And I think they have to continue to force feed him a little bit into the offense and give him opportunities to make plays downfield. I would take a couple of the deeper shots as well. It's the one element that they haven't gotten together with yet in their 3 games together.
Prescott just gets it to Elliott over the middle. Elliott sizing things up, and good tackle in the open field by Aluakon with 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Waiting, is Dallas going to call a timeout? You got a chance at least for a Hail Mary here. Wow, a little surprised that they let the half run out. They could have at least taken a shot, but they decide not to do that. And so we go to break with a 6-3 Atlanta lead. Halftime show coming up. Kurt Menefee and the guys. Let's go to LA for that right now.
Welcome to the Visa Halftime Report. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
Falcons lead the battle of field goals. Here to welcome you to the Visa halftime. Terry Bradshaw, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you so much, Kurt. Buccaneers at the Giants. Eli Manning rolling right. Little misdirection. Wide open in the flat. Saquon Barkley, 6-yard touchdown. 7-0 Giants. Then in the second quarter, single back set. Wanted to go left. Bounces right. Jumps over the defensive tackle. 5-yard touchdown. Giants impressive in the first half. 14-7 on top of the Tampa Bay Bucs. Panthers at the Lions. Cam Newton, there it is, play action. Well, nice job. Greg Olsen, tight end, fakes the block, drifts to the outside, 1-yard touchdown, 7-0 Carolina. Eye right, eye left, toss it to the tailback. Kerryon Johnson, 8-yard touchdown. Lions up by 3, 10-7 on Carolina. Texans, Washington, Deshaun Watson, DeAndre Hopkins. Ooh, this thing looked like it's going to be intercepted. 16-yard touchdown, 10-0 Houston. Then Alex Smith intercepted by Justin Reed. He returns this thing. Holy cow, how far did he go, Howie?
101 yards.
Howie hadn't run 101 yards in 5 years. Nice job there, Justin Reed. 17-7, Houston on top of Washington. Bengals at the Ravens. Lamar Jackson, #1 pick out of Louisville, getting his first start for the injured Joe Flacco at quarterback. Under ball handling. There he is, bouncing to the outside. Alex Collins. Good read by Collins. Wanted to go inside, then bounced it outside. 7-0 Ravens, then off right tackle. Joe Mixon for a 1-yard touchdown. Baltimore 10-7 on top of Cincinnati. 1:46 remaining in the first half. Titans at the Colts. Andrew Luck. How many times, Kurt?
He's 9-0 against the Tennessee Titans.
This can make it 10-0. T.Y. Hilton.
Well, it's only halftime. Don't give it up yet.
Yeah, I'm giving it up.
Okay, you're done, huh?
I am done. 24-0. Yeah, I'm done. 24-0. Colts on top of the
Makes
Titans.
a bigger story if they come back.
Okay, hang on, folks. Don't do anything. Steelers. Roethlisberger moving right corner. Jalen Ramsey read his eyes, cut back inside for the interception. It was originally ruled incomplete, then later overturned for an interception. Jaguars 9-0. Jaguars can't score TV, but they can kick field goals.
You know what? You talk about teams that can't. For so long here, Tony, we thought this Falcons defense couldn't stop anybody. They've been much maligned, but they certainly stepped up so far in this one.
Well, yeah, they're having trouble, and they went out and got Bruce Irvin, you know, when he got cut by the Raiders, and picked him up, and he has added immediate help to that defense. You look at him coming around the edge to help with the other side is Vic Beasley. Dak Prescott has nowhere to go right here, and then it's very good coverage on the back end. And then right here you can see Vic Beasley do the little loop-de-loop and then come under and get the sack. The Atlanta Falcon defense, if they can step up and play big-time ball to go along with that offense, then this is a team that it's not over yet, especially in NFC. They still can go ahead and get that wild card pick.
You know, that's getting defensive end. They call it a tex.
Yeah.
The coach didn't say, run that loop-de-loop. Never heard that. I just let you. I know you were tight end. You wouldn't know that.
Whoa,
so I had to let him know he's a tight end. I had to let him know that. But we talked about how we said, for success, who do you give the ball to if you're Dallas?
It's the run game.
Ezekiel Elliott, you run the ball. When they've done that, but he's also the leading receiver. The big play that could come back to haunt them was Cole Beasley drop. that would have been a touchdown for the Cowboys to put them up. And this is a tight game, and I agree that Atlanta's defense, with the addition of Irvin, is totally
Atlanta's
put a lot of pressure
defense
on
can run.
Dallas.
Do not take the ball wide, run downhill between the tackles.
Never, not in the NFL. And Cooper, listen, Cooper comes over. Where's the change in the offense? I see no change. No catches, no yards.
Well, they did change the last couple of weeks to try and get him the ball. It has not worked.
2 steps
so
forward
far
last
today,
week, 1 step back.
They might be focused.
The Cowboys have another half to play against the Falcons coming up in just a bit. And then keep in mind, on Thanksgiving, it'll be the Cowboys and the Redskins right here on Fox. Our coverage begins 4 o'clock Eastern Time, 1 Pacific. Later today, it's America's Game of the Week. Carson Wentz trying to get the crowd going, maybe? I don't know. He's on the road against the Saints in a very, 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 very important game for the Eagles. Visa playing the first half. That Falcons defense coming up big. Another half from the Dome after this.
When it comes to supporting California wildfire relief, we're all on the same team. Join Visa in supporting America.